GM, welcome. So, a quick update on my swing trades and a later on a longer term view of when I'm actually going to sell all my Bitcoin. So, here on the 4 hour, I said it in my last video. As soon as we broke above here, I'm going long, and that's exactly what I did. I went long right there, stop loss was right there. So, I'm about 1.2R in profit. And this trade is still valid because it's based off of these bands, 1221 EMA bands, and when they flip red, that's when I'm selling. And then, so yeah, that's my plan for this trade on Bitcoin. And that is the only trade I'm in on Bitcoin, other than, spot. I'm 100% in spot. I don't hold any other altcoins. The only coin I hold is Bitcoin. And then for this Ethereum, I'm on a swing trade in Ethereum, and I went long right here. Stop loss was right here, and I'm in about 2.2, just about. And it's looking good. And my when I'm going to sell is when it breaks the 50 and the bands. So this could be bad. This could be a bad trade because no, not looking at the past not right now, but it's not necessarily a bad trade, obviously, because I'm in profit. So most likely when that happens, I'll be, if like let's say this is the top, 2,500 is the top, and it has to consolidate and catch up like this. So let's say that was the top and it doesn't go below, but most likely this will be going up and these will be, moving up with it, and then I'll sell somewhere like right here. So basically, regardless, it's gonna look like I'm going to either be selling in slightly less profit, or if this is a, higher time frame trend on Ethereum, which is controversial. It's unlikely in my opinion, but based on the chart, it's likely because this is when the higher time frame trends happen, when we're above like just look at this one. This was a huge trend. So, but I tested this, and that's why I know it's not likely or unlikely, but it's profitable trading it, you know? It's because I tested it 100 times, so that's why I know it's profitable. And yeah, so that's why I have conviction in holding this regardless. And I'm not FOMO selling, I'm not FOMO taking profits. Um, Not because I'm bullish on Ethereum, but because my system says still be long. Do you understand? That's what it means to have a system. You either say your system says yes or no. There's no sell maybe right here. There's no buy maybe right here. It's either buy or sell, and that's why you need a system to trade because it takes the emotions completely out of the equation. There's no discretion, and you know exactly what you're doing when you're doing, and you're going to lose. Every trader loses. There's no trader with a 100% win rate. That's not how it works. But yeah, so now my high time frame when I'm going to sell all my Bitcoin is actually based off that same swing trading, trend trading system. And because you see over here, the same rules, 12 above 12, 21, and above the 50 day, sorry. Not the 50 week, this is the 50 week. But because so I would have sold my spot back down here. My average price is somewhere right where I bought was accumulating down here. Unluckily, not way down lower, but so my average buy is about like 70K, right? It might be like slightly higher because I've been buying it as it goes higher, but it's about 70K. So overall, my spot is in profit, obviously, and last time I would have sold right here, but I didn't stick to my plan, guys. This is why you need to stick to your plan, because I could have sold back down here, and yeah, I would have bought back and then sold again. But then I would have bought back down here with all my money, my spot holdings, and I would have bought at about 65K with all my money, and I would have gotten more Bitcoin. So that's the whole point, right? To get more Bitcoin, to get more money, right? And so as soon as this happens again, as soon as we flip red, break below the 50, I'm selling all my Bitcoin, taking 100% profit. That's just for me. You could sell half of it because, well, you have to have your own system. I can't tell you what to do. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. So, but yeah, and I mean, I literally don't even know what else to say because I think last video I actually was in a range trade because it was yeah, it was right here. This was the low, or this was the low, and this was the high, and then I shorted when it came up here. I think, yeah, I shorted exactly right there on this red candle, if I remember exactly correctly. And obviously, I got stopped out, you know. This was my short, and I would have taken profit somewhere back down there. But obviously, I got stopped out. That's why we have stop losses, so I don't lose all my money, you know. And, you know, so I lost that trade, but then I got into this long because the long triggered validly. And yeah, so now I'm long Bitcoin on the 4 hour, long Ethereum on the daily, and obviously spot long since, you know, way down here in 70K. So, and there's actually one more thing. So, my professor actually is selling some of his trading Bitcoin because his plan was to sell at 100K. Because he's like, right here, it could be double top, you know, sell 100K. That's his plan, you know. I'm not listening to his plan because I have my own plan, you know. Even though he's richer than me, that doesn't mean he's smarter or dumber, you know. It's just, it's all based on systems and plans, you know. We all make our own plans based off of what we tested. So he's selling, or he sold half of his trading Bitcoin into Tether, right? And I'm like, okay, so maybe more people are following that idea. But according to this, the Tether dominance, people are actually selling their Tether for, you know, Bitcoin, Ethereum, other altcoins, you know, because if Tether goes down, that means people are selling their Tether. This is the Tether dominance. So Tether is losing dominance, aka people are selling Tether, getting rid of it, and they're putting it into Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and complete dogshit coins, but mainly probably Bitcoin, right? And so, Ethereum probably, maybe. But yeah, so this could be a good sign also when Tether flips. So this is, so when Tether goes up, it's bearish, and when Tether goes down, it's bullish because of, like I just said, when they sell Tether, they're putting it into Bitcoin. So this going down equals bullish. As simple as it gets, you know? Because, I mean, I'll just pull up the side by side really quick. So right here, look, Tether going up, Bitcoin going down. Like it's clear as night and day, you know? Bitcoin going up, Tether going down. So this means to me, not 100%, but this means to me that people are not selling their Bitcoin or their crypto in general. Not yet, at least, because they're actually buying more. And, you know, obviously some people are, like my professor. And, you know, that's just because it's his plan. But overall, the majority of people, they're actually buying more right now. This is just what I think, you know, based off this chart. So that's just one more interesting thing that I don't really look at it that much, but I will start looking at it a little bit because, you know, we're getting to the point where this could be the double top, you know, because, you know, this is the breaking point of either double top or higher prices. Essentially, it's either double top and then we just consolidate down lower and then break all structure and bear market, you know, because that is going to happen. Bitcoin just obviously doesn't go up forever. So, yeah, you know, we're basically on the precipice of new all-time highs or bear market, essentially. And I just told you my plan. I have a plan to sell all my Bitcoin, and obviously that's when I'll buy back too. Is, let's say right here. Let's say I bought down here. I would have bought all right here, you know, sold, but bought back in, and then sold. But this is where I actually have to do a little bit more testing because I don't want to get chopped up in this period where I have to sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. You know, I don't want to have to do that, but I'm working on a new plan so I can identify that this is just chop, just stay out. You already sold. So I'm working on a plan to, if that happens again, you know, like right here, I wouldn't necessarily want to I wouldn't want to have to buy again right here and then sell again. And then, I mean, obviously it was a good buy in hindsight, but this could have easily been just another, you know, buy, sell, just like right here, and it just would have been pure chop. So I'm actually working on a new plan because as a trader, I'm always evolving and I'm not always tweaking my systems necessarily, but I'm always trying to see if it could be a little bit better. But once I have a system that I know is profitable, I stick to it until I know for sure a new rule or a new system is better than it. So, yeah, that's basically it. And yeah, hopefully you guys learned something and follow your plan, follow your rules, create a system. I will actually make a video on how to create a system, but the best way actually to learn how to create a system and be a profitable trader and be a consistent person is to click the first link in the description and join the crypto trading campus. It's actually just called the trading campus because trading applies to stocks, crypto, gold, any chart that is tradable. And that is where I learned how to create systems, how to be more consistent as a trader and a person. And essentially, you know, that's what changed my whole trajectory of being a trader. Because before I was just a gambler, just randomly buying, randomly selling, randomly going short. I had no structure. And yeah, so join boot camp in the real world and learn how to be a profitable trader because I can only teach you so much because I'm not I'm not an unprofitable trader, but I'm still in the beginning stages of becoming a consistently profitable trader essentially. So, yeah, that's going to do it. Peace out. Subscribe if you want. I really don't care. And deuces.